no further comments on the motion.
Ask question 2/2021. You have the floor, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise to ask question number 2 of 2021 under my name in today's order paper. And the question is directed to the Minister of Commerce, Trade, Tourism and Transport. Can the Minister please explain what assistance is available for MSMEs in Fiji, especially in light of the COVID-19 pandemic and Tropical Cyclone Yasa and Tropical Cyclone Anna? Thank you.
Thank you. I now call on the Minister for Commerce, Trade, Tourism and Transport, the Honourable Faiz Kaib. You have the floor.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, I'd like to thank the Honourable Mokwana for his question. And it's an extremely pertinent one because it concerns the vast majority of Fijians and the most vulnerable at that. Mr. Speaker, sir, it is a known fact that micro, small and medium enterprises actually plays a critical role in progressing the economy as catalyst for nation building. According to a 2019 World Bank report, it's estimated that MSMEs contribute more than 60% to employment in low and high income countries. In Fiji, Mr. Speaker, sir, in pre-COVID times, it was estimated that MSMEs contributed about 18% to GDP and 60% to the labor force. Mr. Speaker, sir, the Fiji First Government has always and will continue to have our MSMEs and grassroots communities at heart. And this is actually clearly spelled out in our National Development Plan to promote entrepreneurial culture through sustainable micro and small medium enterprises. MSMEs operate across all economic sectors, whether formally or informally, and they actually remain at the pulse of a nation. The pandemic, Mr. Speaker, sir, compounded with tropical cyclones Yasa and Anna, have tested our resilience and our grit and our determination as Fijians like never before. Mr. Speaker, sir, I'm confident that under the leadership of our Honourable Prime Minister, we will steer clear of these turbulent waters, and the revival and continued strengthening of the MSMEs will play a crucial role. Whilst we remain focused on achieving the strategic goal of promoting entrepreneurial culture amongst the MSMEs, we have remodeled and rethought ways to actually achieve this. And these unprecedented times require unprecedented and innovative solutions. So in addition to our ongoing programs such as the Young Entrepreneurship Scheme, commonly known as YES, the National Export Strategy, NES, the Integrated Human Resources Development Program, IHRDP, and the Northern Development Program, the Fijian government for the first time offered loan packages to MSMEs. These loans are at very concessionary rates ranging from about 0.5% to 1.5%, and this fills the void that was actually left by commercial banks and offers much needed cash injections of up to about $21,000. The loan packages, Mr. Speaker, sir, were also offered to Fijians who were actually laid off due to COVID-19 and wished to venture into entrepreneurship. This initiative brought together the public and private sectors, and private sector experts provided the much needed commercial input into the assessment process, whilst the government provided the actual funding. I thank the members of Business Assistance Fiji who laboured for free to ensure our MSMEs remain afloat. Mr. Speaker, sir, from the 9,000 plus odd loan applications received, approximately 98% have been assessed with close to about $30 million loaned by the Fiji Revenue and Customs Services. Mr. Speaker, sir, that's $30 million of direct cash injection into the economy. And this is a positive and a very remarkable achievement. However, Mr. Speaker, sir, I wish to remind this august House that this is actually a loan, and meaning that this money will need to be repaid after a grace period of about a year. And we expect that these MSMEs will honour this arrangement. Mr. Speaker, sir, in addition to the concessional loans, the Ministry, through various MSE programs, has funded over 830,000 MSME projects in various sectors. And the Ministry, through the MSME Fiji and cooperative schemes, offers business savvy training, which has helped more than 2,000 odd businesses in actually understanding their costs, their pricing, the planning and forecast, and post-disaster business recovery. And we will continue to provide mentoring and guidance. Mr. Speaker, sir, we also have set up a dedicated hotline, a helpline, which is 998-6014, to allow the public access MSME-related information and advice. In addition, the business-related guide is available on the BizFiji portal, and we continue to remain engaged with our MSMEs on a daily basis through routine visits. In fact, Mr. Speaker, sir, our cooperatives teams have just returned from Didea. Last week we undertook business advisory and monitoring. We also registered a women-based cooperative, and that actually process virgin coconut oil and will diversify into retail soon. So we hope to further assist these cooperatives, Mr. Speaker, sir, by welcoming them into the Fijian-made family to provide greater market access. Mr. Speaker, so what my ministry is doing for MSMEs is we're not sitting in the comfort of our offices. We're actually here to serve Fijian businesses, and we'll continue to do so. And given our feet and heart is closely planted to the ground, we'll make more meaningful impact. We cannot do this alone, Mr. Speaker. So that's why we continue dialogue with our development partners and relevant ministries to assist. Just recently, the ministry participated in the UN Food and Agriculture Organization Country Programming Framework Review, where we discussed new opportunities to strengthen agri-tourism. And these are new and innovative ways to continue to evolve, and MSMEs need to take stock and be ready for business when we actually open our borders. The ministry actually plans to submit more project proposals in conjunction with International Aid Division of the Ministry of Economy to donor agencies, emphasizing the role of MSMEs in agriculture and tourism. So our support, Mr. Speaker, sir, will continue, and more so in light of tropical cyclones Yasser and Ana, especially in the north. Through the NDP, we'll be processing applications and releasing funds soon. Mr. Speaker, sir, we've been very proactive, and once again have partnered with International Finance Corporation to conduct a business impact survey post-TC Yasser, and based on the preliminary results from more than about 1,500 odd respondents, it is estimated that businesses have suffered around more than $25 million odd in losses and damages. All in all, despite our hard times, Mr. Speaker, so we remain positive and forward-looking. With the right support in targeted areas, we continue to create an enabling environment for our MSMEs and the wider business community. In closing, sir, Mr. Speaker, going forward, we have a number of reforms that will continue to improve the business environment, especially for MSMEs, and we are working on the finalization of the MSME Act, Investment Bill, and amendments to the Cooperatives Act. And Mr. Speaker, sir, I intend to make a ministerial statement later on this week in which we will elaborate in the critical role the ministry is actually playing in economic recovery. I thank you, sir.
I thank the Honourable Minister for his statement in reply to the question. Honourable Minister, I must welcome you back from
Yes, sir.
To the House. You're looking trim, slim, but I leave it at that. Honourable members, the third order of question for today was supposed to be asked by the Honourable Ratunaingama Lalambalawu, but it will be asked instead by the Honourable Linda Tamboya. You have the floor, ma'am.